Okay, what's going on, you guys? FaZe Rainbow here, back with another video, and today's video is a bit of a brief update on the Can-Am 650 Outlander 2019. This is Christmas Day 2025. Yeah, so a little bit of update on it. I got a windshield for it. It was previously my father's for his bike. And also an update on the Can-Am Outlander 800. That is gone bye-bye now. No longer in our possession. The engine and tranny sort of went on us, and it was just costing us too much money, and it's hard to get parts for it, so we just parted ways with it. It's a long story, maybe for another video. Yeah, so we just kind of whatever. So I stole tires and rims off that bike and put them on mine, as you can tell. I don't even remember if I even showed that in video a long time when we first got the bike. I think it was on a YouTube short. But anyways, oh, that tire is flat. I'll put air in that. Anyways, yeah, so tires and rims. Took that. This was always on here. This was previously my brother's. I've had it for a couple of years now. Yeah, so there's that. The windshield. I'm going to get one of those cushion things you can put over that eventually in time. This light bar I got from my father a number of years ago. And we had what I think was an 08, 09 Outlander 650 Max. And I purchased this light bar for him a number of years ago. And it's one of them 12 volt goes into the side. And it has a button on it, which is actually nice. Because then you know what, the jerry rig a button on it. So that comes in very handy. It can be a pain to... like there's a light bar up there. Obviously, you have to run a wire to the battery. And that's kind of a pain, and... what you really don't want to have to do is drill holes into the plastics. This bike is too nice. But not unless you do it professionally. But other than that, I'd rather not go down that route. Unless I absolutely have to. It does work. I don't think we never even use it. And I went to plug it in today. It works. The middle part does, but for some reason both sides of this side here, a couple of the LEDs and as well as this side, for some reason don't work, or unless I'm not doing something right, I don't know. Another thing that's also been added is this front rack thing. I don't know if there's a specific name for it. That's also been added. He still needs to sort of bolt it down a bit tighter. Also added, I don't even know what the heck you call this thing. This black thing, and it's like it stops from the hook getting sucked in more in the winch. I don't know what you want to call those. So that's been added. Really not a hell of a lot added to this bike, but there's something special that's going to be added, which I'm hoping to get it done tonight. My brother's supposed to give me a hand. Is LED lights for this bike. My brother also got a new set for his bike that has been previously added, I think a couple weeks ago. And he just got LED lights for his 2015 Arctic Cat Snow Pro 1000 for Christmas today. So eventually when I get home from the shop, he'd probably be installing that. So anyways, LED lights are going for both sides on the right and the left. So that's going to look really nice. My main goal is to beef this bike up as much as I can, and that's definitely the goal. If you guys are new to the channel as well, last year, well, you probably have seen in some of my videos, I added a MBRP exhaust, aftermarket exhaust on this. The only thing is, I gotta get it repacked. So eventually in time, it's gonna have to be repacked. The inside of it, the material's all disintegrated, and those go for a solid $700, probably $800 with the tax. I got it for $350, so that was a good deal. Mind you, obviously I'd have to spend a couple $100 just to get the packing for the inside of the exhaust, but that's eventually in time. Maybe sometime in the spring, summer, I'll probably get to it. And another special thing too that's also going to be added is a 2-inch lift kit, which I got for Christmas today as well. Obviously, I got those for Christmas as well. So eventually, this is going to have a 2-inch lift. I also like to get wheel spaces on it. I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet. I really do want to get wheel spacers, but the only issue I am having is when I want to use my black trailer, it will not fit, which is also why I'm trying. One of the reasons why I'm trying to sell it too. This bike just fits on here. Well, this bike just fits on that trailer. Now I have another trailer I just bought just before winter time, which is going to be a winter project if we ever get around to it. And my dad just finally got himself a little stick welder. And I got him a helmet for Christmas, so eventually we're going to start welding on that trailer for the first time. Because normally I get other people to do it. Well, we can kind of do it. I don't know. That's going to be an update for a future video. So yeah, that's kind of roughly what's going on with the Can-Am. What else can I think of? Also, too, I was told I was supposed to get a seat cover for Christmas, but they forgot to purchase it. I basically said, no, don't worry about it. So eventually I'm going to get my dad to look for the proper one that he had found. Because as you can see in the back, the seat is just not like ripped. As you can see in most older machines. It's like getting a little cracked in the back, and it's like getting off. I don't know if disintegrated would be the proper term, but I weather checked. I don't know, but it's kind of cracked here, all in the back here. Yeah, the front of it's actually there's a tear here, but that's just the black part of it, not the cushion inside material. Just the black part of it's tearing. And that's actually gotten a lot worse than I anticipated. But anyways, I'm not too worried about that right now. Eventually there will be a seat cover on it. So once I get my dad to find me the right seat cover, it's one of those slide-on ones. I've always had a hard time trying to find one. That one there on my 500 Honda, that one's a slide-on one seat cover. But that's seen better days. And it sat in a bar for a year. Almost 2 years. And I shit you not, when we first got it, all we did was drain. We didn't put zero work into that bike. Absolutely zero. Obviously the battery, but we didn't even buy a battery for it. Like when we first bought it, all we did was roll off the trailer, drain all the gas, hooked up a battery tender to it or a booster pack. And we put fresh gas in. It took obviously a couple minutes to get it its prime, and it fired right up. Didn't need no carb work or nothing, which I was very surprised too. But I did have to put a fair amount of work into it over the years. Still a great bike. I'm starting to get really annoyed with the electric shift, though. I'd rather foot shift, to be honest with you. But like I said, this bike's been great to me, and I'd still drive it around until I can't drive it no more. So I did have, and also actually it's somewhere still in the garage, in its packaging, brand new. Never bought it. I spent like $300-400 on it, and I was gonna put it on, and like, oh geez, won't fit. Well, it turns out it will fit. But the only problem is I need an extension piece or like a piece that's kind of bent to hook up to the other part of the exhaust, and it will work. And I was going to do that, but then I ended up buying this machine, my 650. So really, I said to myself, really, well, it'd be nice to have it on there, but really, it's no point, right? And right now, there's no insurance on it, and there hasn't been no insurance on it for the past two and a half years. I like to put it back on the trail, but the only problem is the insurance I forget how much I was. I think I was paying $70 on insurance. And I'm going around trying to get insurance for it, and it's just stupid prices. So I didn't really bother with it. I just take it around property from time to time, give it a good run. And I mostly do snowplowing with it. And this is not the original blade that I had, which I still have, actually. I still have the original blade that I used last year, which I didn't even do a video on it, period. I didn't even do a video, oh yeah, I put a snow blade on it. Well, here's the video of it now. I have a snow blade on it. I have another one, which is just a strict straight blade. Yeah, I was gonna do. We still do use it, but we usually use it in the summer now to grade our driveway, and we're supposed to get recycled asphalt eventually in time, whenever we get the money for it, because that's also a stupid price, because we got a big driveway. So we usually mostly do that for grading now, and I got this angle blade, $1,000 angle blade for $300, I believe, $300 firm. I think is what I paid for it, if I remember correctly. And the worst thing about the other blade was the harness was a pain to put on. Oh my goodness, I don't even want to talk about it. It's ridiculous. But this one was so much easier. All I had to do was shock up the front end with that, and it was just a simple bolt on. And the Honda too. The best thing is you didn't have to really drill it. Oh, we didn't have to drill nothing to put that on. We just kind of looked at it and say, oh yeah, that's gonna work perfect, and she bolted right on, and I've been using it for about a month now and never gave me no problems at all. This one, however, it was kind of a pain at first because I ended up almost losing it. I guess a bolt or something wasn't tight properly and half of it came off. Thank God I didn't lose the whole thing entirely, because that would have been I wouldn't have been in big trouble. But that's all firm tight now. This one still, I gotta check the bolt every once in a while, because I don't know, sometimes it gets a bit loose. So, but I've been keeping an eye on that. So it's perfect. And we just added, and this actually goes fairly high, but I got to be careful with it too, because obviously for some of you old people that use old-fashioned snow blades, these have the that type of stuff. They break after a while. So, and I had my fair share of those as well, and I just got that fixed. So, yeah, it's an angle blade, and there's the pin to angle it. So, works wicked. So, anyways, that's the update on the Honda Can-Am as well. I'll add more clips in whenever I start taking it apart or shit like that. So, anyways, I'll leave this here for now. I'll pick up. Hopefully, I have enough room for more of the clips. So, anyways, I'm gonna save some room on my phone, and once my brother gets here, or if we ever get a chance tonight, I'm really hoping we do. We're gonna add some LED lights into this thing. We'll do it before and after. And actually, right now, before I forget, I'm gonna do a before clip. So, anyways, I'm gonna do that right now. All right, so right now it's low beams. Actually, I'm gonna turn off the light so you guys can see. All right. So right now it's low beam. And now we're going to do a high beam. Perfect. Low beam, high beam. Also, another previous little add-on for the Honda, and I think it's actually kind of funny and a cool and a clever idea. Because where we live, we're basically off the old highway, is what they call it. And I have to clear sort of basically some of the side of the road on both ends of my driveway, so we have room to put our recycling bins. And yeah, and it gets pretty hectic when we get a big dump of snow. And last year was just ridiculous, and I want to try and keep myself prepared. But my one back tail light is out, And my previous idea was to put. I had these old light pod things, LED light pod things. I had on my old. I think it was 1992 Suzuki Quadrunner 300, my old first ATV. And that's where those originally came from, and I think we still have them somewhere. My original idea was to put those two, or even just one, on the back, but we never really got around to it. And yeah, so anyways, my one taillight works, the other one doesn't. We tried fixing it before; it kind of works, and I don't know. I don't even know if it's worth even trying to fix. I think the thing's too damn far gone. I have no idea. But anyways. Yeah, so back to it. I got for Christmas. You can use it on anything, which I think is pretty sick. And it's rechargeable. Beacon light. Safety beacon light, whatever you want to call it. I think it's pretty sweet. And it's kind of a clever idea, actually. So it's rechargeable. Chargers inside. And it's magnetic, which I think is really cool. But still got to keep my eye on it so I don't accidentally lose it. Now, every once in a while, I do have an adapter that I can plug this into, and then you can plug into the wall. So that's definitely going to come in handy. And that'll definitely come into good use, but I'll have to go digging for it. So for now, I'm going to have to leave it like this. But anyways, and it's magnetic. So I think that's pretty sick. I like that very much. So there's two different modes. I think there's two different modes on it. So it just stays like that. So yeah, I'll leave it like that. I think it's pretty sick. I really like that. People are probably going to make fun of me for it, but that's okay. You know what? It's a safety feature. It's for my safety and everybody else. And it was an amazing little addition to the Christmas idea. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And there's only two modes on it. But from what I could see, is this plastic or is this metal? It's plastic. Yeah, it's plastic. Even though that is magnetic, you sort of have the option to put little tiny screws into it. But really, I don't think I'd do that because it's magnetic. Hopefully, you know. And then it sits in a heated garage too, so it's not going to have too much trouble to there's plastic things on there. So anyways, I'll take those off eventually. So I don't think I'll have too much trouble staying on there. And I don't go very fast when I plow anyways. So I don't think I'll have too much trouble staying on there. I think I'd probably, I don't know, I'll probably do it like that. So, yeah, that's a cool little add-on. I figured I'd put that in the video as well. Okay, so I went ahead and I took the high and low beams out, the originals, and now I'm going to install the LED lights. Gloves to go, so apparently you're not supposed to touch them. Some vehicles require adapters, which my truck kind of required. Backup O-rings, because they already have O-rings on them. I think it could be okay. There's already O-rings on them. Those are just backups, I guess. Pretty sweet. Let's get these installed and see what they look like. All right, LED lights are installed. Here we go. Oh. Okay, obviously the light for my camera's on. LED lights installed. Let's try them out. Woo-wee! I can't. Oh, I can zoom back in a sec. There, low beam. High beam. All right, I gotta do a picture comparison. Man, this thing is sick. I'm pretty proud of myself because normally I'm not mechanically inclined for this kind of stuff, but it's so easy plug and play. Right now I have the high beams on. And that's low beams. I just love it, man. It's pretty insane. Kind of hard doing this one-handed. Now low beam. That's insane, man. I love it.